Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. As you all know, there is a war on the territory of Ukraine, fought by some countries against Russia. Supposedly, we have everybody, but the Russians, supposedly, they want peace. Only the Russians don't want peace. That's how the story goes. And I don't think that's accurate. I will give you my assessment of that. And I think I should have the right of free speech. So we all can make fools of ourselves if we want. Okay, you got that? You got me here. So, as you know, the Russians don't want peace. They want to kill everyone and so on. All right, I don't fall for that, but that's how these guys want us to think of it. They just want to create a Soviet Union and so on. And we have the peace-loving countries, Ukraine, United States, Germany, Great Britain, all these countries that never started a war, never formed coalitions to bombard independent, free, sovereign countries. Yugoslavia comes to mind, and so on. No. They're the peace-loving countries. They want to create a world, global peace. But these guys are just evil, and we have to, make them understand. So, supposedly, this individual called Zelensky, who is in charge of the Ukrainian nation, and I think the Ukrainian nation will be decimated, unfortunately, on the altar of other interests, with the president-elect of Ukraine, and he came with a peace plan. I read his peace plan. It's mostly like this: let's do the right thing. Good must defeat evil. We are good people. The Russians should go to hell. We should tell everyone what to do. We love peace. They love war. Let's believe in change. Let's change things and this kind of things, like do the right thing. What's the right thing? Do the we're good. They're bad. It's like this. It's very much I would say a dogmatic, very, very infantile peace, supposedly, proposal by Zelensky, Anyway, and he had to come with this, and it's very, very evasive. It's not really pointed. Sometimes it is, but it's very naive. The details to each and every point provided really changes the whole attitude. Like, let's do the right thing. What's the right thing for me versus you? What's the right thing for the Russians versus the Ukrainians? Maybe they have a different understanding what the right thing is. But anyway, this is just an example. Then you have other countries that got involved and said, okay, this is my peace plan. This is what I think you should guys do. Like China, then it was Brazil, then it was even the Hungarians, then it was, I think, Erdogan with Turkey. There were countries. They said, we think this should be done from outside. I'm not only the ones involved, which is United States and its vassal states, mostly Western European countries. Some, obviously, countries in the Baltic states, Poland, there's eternal weasels. Why do I say eternal weasels? Because they really can't do it on their own. They always need someone. If you be alone, you do it alone, but they always need someone. Poland needs United States of America, Baltic states needs everybody, and so on. So that's why I call them that way. United States doesn't really need these guys, but he uses them. Why? He doesn't want to get dirty. So you guys get dirty. And then if I have to get dirty, I make peace with Russia. That's what's going to be. So now we have another country here, which is Indonesia. And Indonesia proposed another peace plan, and this is the Ukrainians' answer. Forget about it. Okay? So Ukraine's Minister of Foreign Affairs reacts to Indonesia's peace plan of creating demilitarized zone. Now, anything that these guys bring, any country that brings anything that deviates from Zelensky's, as I said, infantile proposal, will not be accepted. As logical as or as constructive it might be. No, because this is not the goal. They don't understand, or if they understand it, they play it or for the world community. They don't understand this is what's going on. All right, let me give you my understanding, wrong as it is, of what's going on over there. It's not about Ukraine per se. It's about Russia's increasing power and influence, which is better economy, modernizing its military, having friends. Not good. Not good for the person, the country, United States of America, which had the hegemony on this world for the past 30 years. And you know how it conducted itself during these 30 years. Okay? And some countries say, ho ho, take it easy. So this is about destroying other countries' ability to oppose them, which is, you know, if you look around your life, that's the way life is conducted. We compete for resources and we do whatever we can legal to win. In this case, that's what the United States tries to do. The problem is it happens in Ukraine. So it's not about the peace plan in Ukraine. No, there's not going to be such a thing as peace plan. The peace plan in Ukraine would be this. Russian leadership has to go home. I don't know where. Somewhere. Disappear. We will conduct elections, and there will be fair elections where our people will win. Our people will bring love, democracy, diversity, tolerance, inclusion, and equity to Russia. And will bring a lot of things in school. They will change give them European values that Brussels gives Hungary and Poland and America brings to us. You know exactly what I'm talking about. That's one thing. The Russian military will be under our supervision because we are the best. We are the most responsible countries on this planet. We never used atomic bombs. We never invaded anybody. We never bombed anybody unfairly. We always did it as an alliance of good, right? And then the resources, we know what to do with them. You don't. You're still back over there. We're gonna, use them. And how are we gonna use them? We either gonna close it, and we're gonna have a monopoly on it, and we're gonna start with the wind and the solar thing, so other people can get big. You know what I mean? Or we're gonna use it all of a sudden. We're gonna forget about it, and we're gonna use this one for our economy, right? So after all this is done, then we're gonna have a peace. Now the so-called reconstruction of Ukraine would be some money taken from Russia's gold that has a big reserve of gold, and others, and they will reconstruct with our businesses. They will receive contracts to rebuild Ukraine as we rebuilt Iraq. You remember those skyscrapers in Baghdad? Oh my God, you can't throw a pin over there. It's full of skyscrapers and freeways all over one another, and highways and canals and water fountains and all that. Baghdad, I've never seen that before. Remember that one? Because we reconstructed it. Right? So we're gonna do the same job over there, or in Afghanistan, or in Libya, or Syria. We're gonna do the same thing in Ukraine. You better believe it. Because I tell you, and I'm an American, not an American, because we can, all right? So here we have this one. So there's not going to be any proposal accepted but the Ukrainian general bullshit. Why? Because I think that's the goal. Not the peace and you just take your people back where we was before over there. You're going to give us some money and then we're friends again. Really? That is like a joke I've been told by an Englishman, and he was making fun. I have to tell you the joke, okay? No intention of harming anybody's feelings. I'm just going to tell you because that's the way this guy said it. He thought that Britannia civilized the world and so on. Well, he was a funny guy, very intelligent guy, and I liked him a lot. He said that, I think he talked about an Irish guy who started swimming the English Channel. And he said that he got halfway towards France and he got tired and he turned around, he swam back. So I don't think the Russians will do that. I mean, this is coming from an English guy telling me about that. Whatever. Anyway, I got it, I understand that. So now the Russians do the same thing. All of a sudden they will say, oh, you know what? Everything we did so far, we're just going to lose it. We're going to go back where we started. We're going to pay you money. You're going to do whatever you want over there now with the Russian speaking population, and then we're good. NATO's coming over, and we're going to be friends, and we're going to have every night a little party. Yeah? Do you think that's what's going to happen? Of course not. Of course not. So yeah, forget it. That's what the Ukrainians tell the Indonesians and the Chinese and whomever comes with a proposal except United States of America. The United States of America, which is not involved in this war whatsoever, will say, well, how about I propose this one? You're going to see how many countries all of a sudden will be like, yes, I think that's a good idea. Yes, yes, yes. Have you seen this where you work? I've seen it in meetings where, good proposals were not backed. Why? Because they didn't come from the right person. And you knew what the boss wanted. And then when we go, hey, I think that I support this idea, which was the exact idea the boss, a wrong idea, had in mind. And you're going to see the brown nosers around the room. Yes, yes, that's a good idea, Gigi. Yes, yes. Why? Because by saying that, they kiss his ass. But if you will start saying, wait a minute, my proposal right here with evidence is better and there's going to be a failure. Oh my God, Emil. And all. It happened. So the same here. When the United States were going to come, everybody. The 20, 30 countries, the weasel countries that suck his dick. Anyway, then yes, there's going to be like that. Yes, oh my God, it's fantastic. And they will make it somehow that it comes from Zelensky somehow, so we can build, all kind of monuments in the name of the great Zelensky. This is the level, my friends. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.